This is the Jug O Sip podcast.
I'm a huge Sandra Bullock fan, but I won't watch that movie because it looks stupid. And when you said bird shit, I was like, what movie of Sandra Bullock's have I not seen?
I won't watch it. I won't watch it for the same reason I won't watch Tiger King, is because people will not shut up about it.
I will watch Tiger King because it fucking encourages fucking animal abuse.
It's like now I won't do it on principle.
Well, like, I'm already like that. I was already like that. Like, when nobody would shut up about it, I felt like I had already seen it and I didn't want to be a part of it at all. And then when I found out what it was actually about, and I found out it was like glorifying abuse of animals, I was like, fuck y'all and your stupid Joe Exotic or Joe Erotic or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, when I saw that poster, I thought it was just like a hillbilly Steve Irwin type of dude.
That's basically what it is, but he's abusive to the animals.
Well, I've seen, they've had a thing going around on Insta, I don't know who created it, that said basically that Joe Exotic was like the Wario to Steve Irwin.
Oh my god,
that's really good.
Oh my god! And now they're going to do a movie about it. Like, I honestly don't even want to talk about it on here and give it that much fucking publicity.
You're right. Well, anyway, okay, so that's my story.
It'll be Joe Dirt with tigers.
I love Joe Dirt though.
Joe Dirt was a good movie.
That's a good
about
movie.
A good person.
I mean, like, he looked like him in that movie.
like
David Spade. He had like the blonde mullet and everything. He looked like Joe Exotic, and his name was Joe.
That's really funny.
So we need to tell the story about like our early phases of friendship and how we met, because that shit was crazy. Like,
oh yeah.
We had some really good early moments that we could share as the story. So do you want to start? Or do you want me to start?
from the job from hell. Yeah, that was
okay. So yeah, first of all, Katie and I met.
Actually, that's how I met the two of you as well.
Right,
like
because I had quit there, but I met
I think
you through my ex and with Katie.
Well, you had already left by the time Charlie started.
Yeah,
right?
I had left. I had been gone like a few weeks before he started.
Right.
She was working. I think
I was at Hard Rock Cafe.
You were still at Hard Rock. I was still with TSE.
You were TSE, yeah.
And then I started at TSE after.
So I met these beautiful people at this place where we sold Broadway tickets in a very sketchy manner on the street. We found out later, I don't think it was legal, so I am sorry for that.
As far as I know, as I kept looking it up, I couldn't find anything about the legality of it. I think it was more
just on the teetering line.
Yeah, it was one of those businesses.
It felt very unethical.
One of those businesses that survived on a very thin line of legality, like a very gray area of legal.
And the guy who ran it was a total asshole tyrant. But the best things that came out of that was
he was the poor man's Donald Trump.
He was such a piece of shit.
I wouldn't even give him that much credit because he kind of looked like the penguin with like two more feet on him.
He was a racist penguin. But anyway, so...
The penguin might have been racist.
Racist, sexist, xenophobic.
I digress.
Like
well, anyway.
Homophobic.
He was just a hateful piece of shit. But the best thing that came out of it is I met these two.
Yeah.
So when Katie and I met her about a month or so before I met Charles. Now, when Katie and I met, Katie was far more shy than she is now. She's, come a lot of ways in her, like, growth as a human being. And, when she first addressed me at TSC, she almost like acted like she was terrified to talk to me. Like, you want to?
I was.
So how did you approach me?
Well, to set up, I think we've talked about this so many times. I remember that first day, because I was always one of the first people to go into the office at...
Oh, that downstairs office?
At O Dark 30, as my dad would say.
Oh, Dark 30?
O Dark 30.
That sounds like your
Because
dad.
this was a job that started early in the morning.
It was O Dark 30, though.
And I walk into... It was like our break room area.
Right.
And then there's these two people sitting on the couch that I had never seen before.
That nasty zebra couch. I love that couch.
I had been at that job for... I think 4 months by the time you came.
Yeah, you had been there
around.
A bit.
Right.
Because she and I started in
and
March.
I'm just like, oh, okay, here's two new people, and I'm just like, very shy. Oh, hi, go over here and do my thing. Because I'm an introvert and I have social anxiety really bad.
Yeah, she didn't say much to us all day the first day.
I don't remember how many days into it was when I spotted that.
I think it was like 2 or 3.
So
it was really early. I had just started there.
For those who don't know, Lindsay has a dark mark tattoo on the back of her neck. Tattoo on the back of her neck.
A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. Unique New York. We didn't do that before. Now that's why we flipping.
Tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. Anyway.
You can find the Jug O Sip podcast on YouTube and Spotify every Monday and Friday.
And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow at Jug O Sip Podcast on all social media.